Welcome to a home where darkness becomes light and bold architecture whispers instead of shouts. Today we explore Black Farmhouse Design, big home living with a quiet luxury soul, a concept that redefines what farmhouse architecture can be. This is not the traditional white rural cottage you might imagine. Instead, it is a refined, expansive residence wrapped in deep tones, natural textures, and thoughtful proportions. In this video, we will walk through the philosophy, materials, layout strategies, and emotional impact of designing a large black farmhouse that feels both powerful and peaceful at the same time. The modern farmhouse has evolved far beyond its agricultural roots. Originally built for functionality, these homes emphasized practicality, durability, and connection to the land. Today, the farmhouse aesthetic merges rustic charm with contemporary minimalism. By introducing a black exterior palette, we push this evolution even further. The color black transforms the farmhouse from traditional to architectural statement. It shifts the narrative from nostalgic to intentional. Yet, the essence remains: pitched roofs, gabled forms, generous porches, and an honest use of materials continue to anchor the design in its rural heritage. Choosing black as the primary exterior color is a bold architectural decision. Black absorbs light, creates dramatic shadows, and enhances the sculptural quality of the building's form. On a large farmhouse, black unifies multiple volumes into a cohesive composition. It simplifies complexity. Paired with natural surroundings, green fields, mature trees, or even mountainous landscapes, the dark facade acts as a backdrop, allowing nature to shine. Rather than feeling heavy, a matte black finish can feel sophisticated, grounding, and deeply modern when balanced with wood accents and expansive glazing. designing a big home requires discipline. Without thoughtful massing, a large farmhouse can feel overwhelming or disconnected. In a Black Farmhouse Design, breaking the structure into smaller gabled volumes helps maintain human scale. Layered roof lines, recessed entrances, and connecting breezeways prevent the home from appearing monolithic. The key is rhythm, alternating solid walls with windows, varying roof heights, and introducing outdoor courtyards. This approach maintains the grandeur of a large residence while preserving warmth and intimacy. Quiet luxury is not about extravagance. It is about intention, restraint, and quality. In a Black farmhouse, quiet luxury reveals itself through natural materials, subtle detailing, and craftsmanship. Instead of ornate decorations, we see clean lines and tactile finishes, oak flooring, linen textiles, handcrafted cabinetry. Luxury is experienced in the way light moves across a textured wall or in the seamless transition between indoor and outdoor spaces. It is less about showing wealth and more about creating a refined atmosphere that feels timeless and deeply personal. The entrance of a Black farmhouse plays a crucial role in shaping first impressions. A covered porch framed in black timber beams immediately communicates strength, and shelter. Large pivot doors in natural would soften the dark exterior, creating a welcoming contrast. Thoughtful lighting, warm, indirect, and understated, ensures that the facade glows at night without appearing theatrical. This moment is not just about aesthetics. It sets the emotional tone for the entire home. Calm, grounded, and quietly confident. Inside, a large black farmhouse often embraces open concept living. High ceilings with exposed beams draw the eye upward, creating a sense of volume and freedom. However, openness must be balanced with comfort. Strategic zoning, through furniture placement, area rugs, and ceiling treatments, helps define living, dining, and kitchen areas without walls. Large windows framed in black steel bring in natural light, preventing the interior from feeling heavy. The result is a space that feels expansive yet cohesive, perfect for both family gatherings and quiet evening. The kitchen is the heart of any farmhouse, and in a Black Farmhouse Design, it becomes a study in contrast. Matte black cabinetry paired with warm wood shelving creates depth and dimension. Stone countertops, such as honed granite or quartzite, introduce durability and subtle luxury. Oversized islands anchor the room, providing space for cooking, dining, and conversation. Rather than excessive ornamentation, hardware remains minimal and refined. This kitchen embodies the idea that functionality and elegance can coexist seamlessly. cold if not balanced correctly. That is why natural materials are essential. Light-toned oak floors, exposed wooden beams, and textured stone fireplaces soften the interior palette. Linen curtains filter daylight gently, while wool rugs add warmth underfoot. Even in a large home, these tactile materials create intimacy. They remind us that farmhouse design is rooted in authenticity. The interplay between dark walls and organic textures produces a harmonious contrast that defines the quiet luxury aesthetic. Large black farmhouse. Bedrooms are designed as private sanctuaries. Here, the color palette often becomes softer. Warm whites, muted grays, and earthy tones replace bold contrasts. Large windows frame views of nature, reinforcing the home's connection to its surroundings. Upholstered headboards, layered bedding, and subtle lighting create a cocoon-like atmosphere. The scale of the home allows for generous bedroom layouts, but thoughtful design ensures they remain restful rather than overwhelming. Comfort becomes the ultimate luxury. Bathrooms in this design philosophy embrace spa-like simplicity. Freestanding tubs positioned near windows offer moments of reflection and calm. Dark stone tiles paired with brass or brushed nickel fixtures introduce understated elegance. Walk-in showers with frameless glass maintain visual continuity. Lighting is soft and indirect, enhancing relaxation. The goal is not to impress, but to soothe. In a home defined by bold architecture, the bathroom becomes a retreat within a retreat. A defining feature of a big black farmhouse is its seamless connection to the outdoors. Sliding glass doors open to expansive terraces, outdoor kitchens, and fire pits. Covered patios extend the living area, creating transitional spaces that blur boundaries. Landscaping plays a critical role. Native grasses, gravel pathways, and minimalistic gardens complement the dark facade. This connection reinforces the farmhouse's rural inspiration while supporting modern lifestyles that value fresh air and natural light. Lighting in a black farmhouse must be carefully curated. Because darker surfaces absorb light, layered illumination becomes essential. Recessed ceiling lights provide general brightness, while pendant fixtures add focal points above dining tables and islands. Wall sconces highlight architectural textures. Most importantly, warm color temperatures prevent the interior from feeling stark. Good lighting design transforms black from dramatic to inviting, shaping the mood of every room throughout the day and night. Modern farmhouse design is not only about aesthetics, it is also about responsibility. Large homes consume significant energy, so integrating sustainable strategies is essential. High-performance insulation, energy-efficient windows, and solar panels reduce environmental impact. Smart home systems optimize lighting, climate control, and security. Even the choice of durable, locally sourced materials contributes to longevity and sustainability. A Black farmhouse with a quiet luxury soul respects not only beauty, but also the planet. Architecture is ultimately about emotion. A Black farmhouse evokes a sense of grounded elegance. The dark exterior feels protective, almost like a modern sanctuary. Inside, generous spaces encourage gathering and connection, while private corners allow solitude. The balance between bold design and soft materials creates a home that feels both strong and gentle. For families, this means a space that supports daily life while inspiring pride and comfort. Farmhouse Design represents a powerful evolution of rural architecture. It combines the scale of big home living with the subtle sophistication of quiet luxury. Through thoughtful massing, natural materials, balanced lighting, and intentional details, this style proves that bold choices can still feel warm and welcoming. As architects and designers, our challenge is not just to create large homes, but to create meaningful spaces. In the end, a black farmhouse with a quiet luxury soul is more than a trend. It is a timeless vision of modern, refined living.